Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Collegiate Rocket League, the B stream, that is. I'm Squid, once again, joined by Meat and Greek. Unfortunately, you don't have some of the wonderful faces from yesterday with Hunted and Botable, but we're here in their stead. Nice. I think we did a pretty good job. Anyways, we had an exciting series just prior to this one, but we are excited to get underway with our next match, aren't we, George?
Yeah, we're excited indeed, Andrew. We have Northern Virginia Community College going up against the University of Michigan. So the Nighthawks going up against the Nova Nighthawks. They're 1-1, while the University of Michigan is 2-1. So they're still both relatively, I guess, early into their season. They're not like LSU. They've played like 6 games or whatever. It's still completely up for grabs. But Nova, key victories here for them. They a 3-0 to RIT, a team that's been struggling lately, a little bit like UCF. But UCF, the bounce back now, so maybe RIT can make that magic happen themselves. And then they had a 3-0 loss to Akron. So this is not a very easy team to play against. No matter what. On the flip side of things, though, Michigan Wolverines, 3-0 win over RIT. Kind of a pattern going for RIT, unfortunately. And they had a 3-0 win over Rutgers and an 0-3 loss against UCF. So, again, UCF on the come-up. They got 2 wins now. And I actually talked to Shawnee Boy before the stream. He's playing for Michigan. He told me, we went into the UCF series after a tiring and long day. So we played bad. Today, we'll feel back to our normal selves, and I hope they do, because they are loaded onto the field afresh. 5 minutes on the clock. Best of 5. Squid, take this one away.
Well, I have to say, being from Michigan myself, I have to be biased towards the Wolverines. So unfortunately, I'm going to be taking their side on this one. However, a powerful squad on the other side, but a powerful shot by the Wolverines to start things off from Shawnee Boy. Titanium will be able to get that one away. And a lot of names that we've seen throughout the scene on the field here today. Buddha, Shawnee Boy, and Claven. All basically household names in the bubble scene, along with Titanium on the other end for Nova. Good save there by Dream Feeling. Follow-up is going to be a little bit wide, as Claven can't put it on the target. Titanium taking him out as well. Moving down onto the back end for the University of Michigan. Titanium looking for the center here and is able to get it over there. Jake for the shot and puts it through. Virginia has the lead.
Yeah, Nova taking its time early in this game. 50 seconds in. Titanium, excellent pass to Jake and an excellent shot. Buddha almost making contact, just couldn't react quick enough. And a quick 1-goal lead now here for Northern Virginia Community College. Let's see if they can maintain this lead.
Starting things off for Michigan on the attacking half. Shawnee Boy is going to get an extra touch, but Jake will field it off his own goal line. Just able to get it away is Buddha. A key touch there as well, being the last man back. Now Dream Feeling. Pass up field. Shawnee Boy is going to touch it out to the side. Jake looking for the follow-up, but doesn't get the ball or the boost from his opponent. And Northern Virginia will be in their own half for a second, but a huge miss by Claven is just going to roll all the way in. Titanium Fire earns credit.
And Squid, where was the defense on this one? Excellent, I guess, shot from Titanium. Claven, you can't make this up. Sometimes that just happens.
You know, Claven, even in the chat, he threw out a one and save. Just for those who couldn't see it, which I should hope is essentially the entire podcast, but either way, sportsmanship about it. It happens to the best of us. With a minute and a half gone. Oh my goodness, that was almost a bad situation there for Northern Virginia. And a bit of a scramble on their own goal line. But Michigan still looking to come back into this game. Claven, pass over to Buddha, trying to get over to Shawnee Boy. That pass won't come together as we move back downfield in favor of the Orange Squad for a moment. But either way, I mean, Michigan just haven't had as many quality opportunities on target. That one was going to be a goal if it had not been for Dream Feeling. So some close calls. No contact there by Claven. It's a bit of a scramble here in the corner. Shawnee Boy with the initial touch to get it out, but Dream Feeling with the big follow-up to get it away. Claven, again, not the best touch. And Titanium will pick it up. Flick over top of Shawnee Boy as well. Moving out in the center, and it's barely kept away by Buddha. Waving off the sidewall. Shawnee Boy tried for the pickup, but it bops over to Titanium Fire. Not a very impactful touch there by Buddha either. Dream feeling, and this one just going back and forth at the midfield line. At the moment, Jake finally breaks out looking for the pass in the center, but closed down by Buddha before anything good can happen out of it. Titanium taking over here, moving up the side wall. Trying to spend as much time as he can. Good pass to Jake, but it's, again, blocked away before it can even get close to the goal.
Yeah, and actually, Squid, something I want to really point out for this game is how kind of stagnant it's turned for Michigan. They just are getting downfield, and they had an opportunity there, but their efforts have not been fruitful. Now, on the other side of things, Northern Virginia, they're doing a good job as well, but their goals are very situational, I would say. I would almost argue that not one of these teams has really clear control in this series quite yet.
And I absolutely agree with you. It really feels like it's been a lot of back and forth, neither team really knowing who has control of this game. I mean, they haven't wanted to commit one way or the other in trying to make an effective passing play or turtling up on the defense. So it's really been an adaptive game so far, and as you mentioned, the Virginia goals really been situational so far, and Michigan just haven't been able to respond. They're trying here on the offense, and just dropped off in the corner once again. With a minute remaining, they might not have as much time as they would like. Popped up here by Shawnee Boy. Buddha does get a touch, but deflected away. Titanium gets a touch, a second one as well. Great use of the flip reset to get it past the midfield line. Now looking for the goal as well. Flicks up high, but there's Buddha. Good save on the goal line, but again, save's not going to win them the game at this point. They have to move this one downfield and turn it into a goal rather quickly.
Yeah, and they're starting to run out of time. Only about 30 seconds left in Michigan. They need to score now and then score immediately after to force the overtime. But what Northern Virginia Community College are doing so well, the Nighthawks are wasting so much time on this blue half. The ball is just bouncing everywhere. And Michigan, they're just not able to gain good quality possession.
It does feel like that. Now the final 10 seconds. Looks like this match will belong to Northern Virginia. They're just keeping it in the opposing half for the remainder of regulation. There goes Buddha. Would have gotten a goal off that, but he needed an extra second on the clock to do so. Northern Virginia take the first game 2-0.
And right here, Northern Virginia starting out very well here. And Michigan, again, on the flip side of things, just starting out a tiny bit slow, Squid. So, again, familiar names on both sides of the field. Michigan, of course, we've seen Shawnee Boy here at the CCA for a long time in the CRL zone as well, and veteran of this particular scene. So this is nothing new to this Michigan squad. And from what I want to see from them is just being able to, I guess, piece together more team-oriented plays. We're seeing a lot of offensive opportunities just go away because maybe a pass wasn't connected correctly or someone wasn't in the right position at the same time. We need to see a little bit more communication. On the side of Nova, however, they're not exactly putting a whole lot of pressure on Michigan either. And it's almost like those two goals, like we said a little bit earlier, very situational and almost really shouldn't have been allowed in the first place. We could have easily seen this game go into a 0-0 overtime.
Yeah, I completely agree with you on that point, especially about Michigan not really putting together many passes. However, I will note that the Northern Virginia defense was rather strong in certain spots. Their passing defense was, it wasn't non-existent. Sure, there were some opportunities for Michigan to make passes, but you gotta give commendation where it's due. Northern Virginia were doing a good job of shutting it down, and now they might get a pass off their own right out the gate. Jake up in the air once again, trying for the double tap, and can't quite make contact. It will be sent away. A very quick opportunity there for Virginia. Now looking for another, and Jake receiving the pass from Dreamfield, planted in the upper left.
And this whole play started with Titanium getting a flip reset in the very beginning, getting the defense just out of position and out of their comfort zone, and then just applying that offensive rotation, adding that pressure until Jake was able to secure a pass coming through from Dreamfield to get that first goal.
Such a great connection as well That pass relatively close to the opposing goal, but now Clavin with a completely open net is going to equalize for Michigan.
And here's Nova getting a little bit too complacent. Dream Feeling was there, and then just rotated out. Everyone rotated out of the net, Squid. I don't think they even saw Clavin up in the air taking the shot. I think they thought that ball was going to be cleared downfield.
Well, in any case, if you're on the Wolverines side, it's nice to not have that weight over your head, but it might be about to come back. No, Titanium couldn't pop that one underneath the crossbar, and they'll lose out on that opportunity. Unfortunate if you're a Northern Virginia fan, but Michigan's not out of the woods yet. This one remains on the blue side. A good demo by Dream Feeling opens up a lot of space here. But Clavin is able to get it away in time for his teammates to reset. Picked up a boost in the corner there as well. Shawnee Boy unable to make the contest, but forced it over the crossbar. Good demo by Jake. Titanium off the mark, and there's a teammate.
That's rough.
Shawnee Boy is there first. Excellent play on the defense. They're still trying, though. Jake with a flip off the sidewall. Back out into center. Titanium for the shot. Blocked away by Buddha this time. Back into the corner and back into the action again. Dream Feeling the pass in the center, but they gotta respect Shawnee Boy. And oh my goodness, this offense is never ending, but so is the defense.
Well, think about how much defense was just played there, Squid. Almost none. There were free net opportunities for Nova. The Nighthawks had every shot to put one in net, but they just could not capitalize.
Just no openings for them in total. Michigan have closed the door completely, and now Shawnee Boy double touch in his center, but Jake catches it very nicely, I might add. And he'll send it all the way back downfield. Play slowed down again to what seemed like a crawl after that initial play. Clavin 1v1 against Jake, flicks it up high, but Jake will be able to get a piece of it, and a second piece of it off the back wall. Could not find a third, unfortunately, for him. The 3-minute mark is now come and gone. Feels like it's been an eternity. Both teams. Potential shot opportunities. Clavin taking out Jake, slowing down the offense even further than it already was. And Shawnee Boy, a good contest in the midfield. Should open up an opportunity for Buddha. It's off the backboard, but Dream Feeling will have no trouble getting this one away. Titanium off the sidewall. Shawnee. Good force there. Jake looking to come out of the corner. This one's popped up high. Clavin now with an opportunity. No opportunity to play it to his teammate, however. He passed the half, and Michigan looking for a chance to put a shot on target. That one a little bit high, but a good cutoff by Jake nonetheless, as they prowl for their first chance on net for this offensive. Clavin out of the corner. Pass towards center, double commit by the Michigan players. Oh, and there's Clavin. He's going to be too late. Dream Feeling has taken the lead.
And take a look right here. It's exactly what you don't want to do if you're Michigan. You force everyone up on offense. Nobody's back. Everyone's overextended, and Clavin just could not catch up to that one. 2 minutes left now. Michigan, the Wolverines, they're in a little bit of a hole here. They do not want to drop 2-0 in this series.
You've almost seen a reverse sweep once today, but I'm sure they would not want to have to be put on that chop and block quite yet. Jake boxing out Shawnee Boy there. Good physical play to slow things down for the Wolverines. As Northern Virginia looks to put some more marks on the scoreboard. Things slowing down the corner there. Titanium with no boost. This could turn badly for them at any moment, and it might just off the crossbar, and Buddha's able to turn it in. A close call on a difficult read, but he manages it.
Yeah, Buddha here. Excellent shot, but this is almost a sweaty one. It's almost like he didn't make the right contact, but he's able to get it. Flipped upside down, bouncing it in. Excellent pass as well. And Michigan, they tie this one up. It's still in their favor almost if they can keep up this momentum, but they gotta watch out. Nova can easily bring this back.
Can indeed. Well, Michigan's starting out strong on the offense. Shot towards the net's a little bit off. You can tell they really want to take the lead right here and right now. Good demo by Clavin, looking for more as well. Finds the second, but no shot on target came through. And a wasted chance there for Michigan. Jake's going to be taken out on the tail end of that play as well with a minute remaining now. Both teams with the potential to take the lead. That shot's on target. Shawnee Boy pre-jumping it though, and it's sent away with a wayward back pass attempt. Michigan walk away from that offensive unscathed, trying to set up their own as well. Dream Feeling gets bumped there off on the side. Buddha for the shot, only barely made contact. Did one of the defenders. Close call. for Northern Virginia. Neither team can really afford a seed here. Buddha waiting for that ball. Also double touch as well. It's in towards center, but again, nobody there to follow it up. The ball will remain on the orange half for these final 20 seconds to get started up. Jake with a bump on Buddha. Looking to create an opportunity. Titanium off the back wall has the shot chance, but Buddha with a solid read. Able to get it away in time. Final couple of seconds of the last offensive here. Will be turned away, and it will be killed for overtime.
And right here, you've got to be a little shaky for Michigan because the Northern Virginia Community College Nighthawks, they're starting to bring the pressure here, Squid. And towards the end of that game, it's starting to look a little shaky as Shawnee Boy collects from Buddha. 9 seconds into overtime, essentially just a kickoff goal, but a big demolition, I believe I saw from Clavin, open up the defense. And the match, the series, is tied up.
And it was such a close call as well. Shawnee Boy only barely getting it over Titanium and his partner in Dream Feeling. That was certainly a close call, no matter which way you slice it, but Michigan walks away with the win for it. And they're currently sitting at 2-1 in series. And you mentioned earlier on the stream that, game differential is going to be very important in a 16-team league. So getting that first win, they don't want a reverse sweep. They just want to take it right here and now and not have to deal with the fact that they had to go to Game 5.
Exactly. You don't want it to be the end of the season when fun little mathematic formulas and equations decide whether or not you make the playoffs, Squid. So you want to be able to go into every single one of your matchups thinking it's the most important one you're going to be playing. And that includes winning every single individual game that you possibly can. Because if you just go in there, technically, if you go in there and you win every series 3-2, you're probably going to move on.
Yeah, probably.
But realistically, not everyone, of course, is the LSU A team, so that's not going to happen for everyone. So you got to be able to go in there and with confidence and poise take as many of those games as possible on your way to the top of that leaderboard.
Yeah, and I believe presently, actually, Akron is the only team in the East with 3 series wins, that is, under their belt. So if Michigan can take this series, they'll advance to 3-1. So they'll be challenging that number 1 spot if they can take this series right here and now. In any case, Game 3 is underway, and no team is at risk of losing this series presently. So we're guaranteed at least Game 4. Who will be on match point next match? We don't know. We'll find out here as we pick up on the action. Missed demo attempt there. Clavin and Buddha both finding victims, and now a pass opportunity. Shawnee Boy over to Buddha off the back wall, and they cannot make a follow-up. As it'll cross over to the other side. A good demo once again. Michigan really getting physical in these games. Buddha for the shot to no avail, but Shawnee Boy for the follow-up. It's going to be another shot on target, just a little bit awry. Oh my goodness. The floodgates have opened with the physical play.
Yeah, and I think Michigan now, they're starting to get a lot confident. And then you can tell because especially after that Game 2 win, they kind of slowed down a bit and they said, okay, we can take this Nova team, but Dream Feeling is having none of that. The assist from Titanium, and they take the early lead.
Yeah, Dream to Titanium off the back wall and down. Back to Dream. That is a fantastic play, to say the very least.
That was an awesome shot. And talk about defending that? No way. No absolute way you're going to get in front of that one. That was just way too fast.
That's basically like a 9.5 out of 10 on the, I guess, nutso-meter. I guess we'll call it for now. It was pretty insane. I'd like to go back and look at that one again, but play continues. I think Northern Virginia want to give themselves a little reminder of that last play. We'll have to see if they can get more offense started up. They're playing defense for now. Playing the shot on target, and Buddha with the bump, unfortunately, was just outside the post, and they're unable to turn it in as a result. They're still moving downfield. No boost here for Buddha. Pass over to Titanium was on target. The shot blocked. Now, so many passing plays coming out. There was Buddha trying to make an attempt. Shawnee Boy will deflect this one away, looking for a follow-up as well. Passing the center to Jake. He gets it around 1, and the 50-50 is good, but they're not out of the woods yet. No third in range, and Titanium will pass to no one. 3 minutes on the clock now. And Michigan again, Shawnee Boy looking for a demo. was unable to come up with anything. Dream feeling around 1 over 2 almost, says Shawnee Boy. Will touch it away. Jake off to the side, looking for Dream Feeling again. And Dream Feeling will be able to get a piece of that one, but not the piece that they want as it's sent the other way. Northern Virginia getting all the more aggressive here. Clavin will touch this one past the midfield line. Good contest there by Jake. Slows it down. Bit of a double commit as well.
Yeah, no, I actually was watching that double commit from Shawnee Boy onto Clavin. I think that really just diminished a lot of their offensive opportunities because it both forced them into that corner, and lucky for them, they had Buddha back on defense to take control and bring things back for them, but that could have been very dangerous.
And another double commit there from Shawnee Boy. Looked like that one might have been communicated, but still leaves their third in a bad spot, and Titanium will take advantage, receiving the pass from Jake, textbook from Virginia.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate. The double commit allowing Jake to just bring that one downtown, and a big bump from Jake on Clavin. Not only does he get the assist in that fantastic pass, but he's able to open up the goal himself. And right here, this is a little bit of a hole for Michigan. They do not want to be down 2-0. With only 2 minutes to go here, they could be facing elimination if they drop this game.
Indeed so. And actually, thank you for pointing out that bump. Apparently not as textbook of a play as I initially thought. But in any case, you're right. Michigan don't want to be in this spot. They almost just lost a third goal. We're able to get it away with Buddha. Now Clavin, oh, Pie, that's a great pass. It's off the crossbar, down, and Buddha can't turn it in. Shawnee Boy for the follows up the crossbar again. Clavin off the crossbar a third time. Shawnee Boy will finally put it on target. How many crossbars can a crossbar cross before a crossbar crossbars apart?
And I think the only way that this ball was able to get in is because Dream Feeling just had no boost in the tank to get there in time. And right now, Michigan a little bit of a breath. Let's see if they can finally just get back into this thing. You're getting a quick goal, but no, Buddha unable to get the kickoff there. But things starting to look a little bit alive for Michigan.
Seriously, I think somebody's gonna have to check out the ironworks on that one, because that thing might be dented at this point. In any case, it almost was a quick goal right off the face-off, and they're still trying to push out here. Great second touch there from Titanium off the side wall. Well, the chance here is set out in the middle. Shawnee Boy not even close to that ball, which Dream Feeling was given a lot of respect. Titanium now with a chance. Wants to do it all by himself. Gets the flip reset over top of one, but it's off the cross, and Jake will follow it up. Puts that one down low, and Mish was too slow.
And this is what makes the Nighthawks such a great team. Not only are they able to get the ball in position like that, talk about a way to get it past all the defenders, but they're always able to finish as well. Their offensive rotation always on point, getting into the play and applying so much of that pressure.
They're looking fantastic out there right now. With Northern Virginia's offense. 35 seconds now, and they've got that insurance. That's not going to do very well. Jake sets that one off the back wall. Dream Feeling coming in, and Clavin will be able to block it out, but it's all he can do. Titanium with a double tap off the back wall, and they're just looking like they're having a great time controlling the ball in any which way they desire. As the clock ticks down even farther. Michigan's offensive opportunity was closed down pretty early. As Titanium nailed the shot on target, that's going to do it. Takes the pass from Jake around the last man, and they've got a lead of 4-1 with 8 seconds to go.
And Squid is just not looking like it's in the dice here for Michigan, at least in Game 3. And right now, if you're Northern Virginia, you're taking a look at this series, and you have the finesse, you have the style points going on for you. And when you're Michigan and things like that go in the goal, it's very disheartening.
True indeed. Right off the face-off, definitely not the best time, but I suppose it was pretty late in the game, so at this point they might be looking forward to game number 4 as opposed to being locked in to the mindset of trying to win this one. A little bit too late for that, I suppose, but a 5-1 scoreline is surely beneficial. Oh my goodness, almost 5-2. What a great save by Jake again.
Yeah, and you say 5-1. I've already wrote 4-1 in my notes, and I have to erase them and go back and change it up to 5-1 because the Nighthawks just couldn't score enough goals for themselves against. So now, it's Squid going into game 4. If you're Michigan, this is again like a tight spot. You don't want to drop this game. I know I said elimination earlier, but it's not the end of the season, obviously. But it puts them in a bad spot.
I certainly hope not.
No,
oh my goodness.
The season, you lose a game in week 1, you're out. Basically, that's it. But no. But Michigan, you don't want to drop this series. Northern Virginia is a very beatable team here, and there's still plenty of opportunities for them left, but they gotta go and create those chances. Now, Nova, they've done a fantastic job on their own half. Like, obviously they scored 5 goals, but they're almost making it look too easy.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, because you're out here, you just said that they're a beatable team. Sure, yeah, they are. Are they a beatable team right now? That's up for debate, because they are looking insane out there on the field right now. In between Titanium, Jake, and Dreamfield coming in as the third man, every single one of their players looks like they have confidence in what they're doing, and they know where their teammates are basically at all times. They're grabbing the boost, they're making the midfield challenges where they're necessary, and Michigan struggle to put together even basic passing plays in their the Virginia half. So I'm worried for Michigan right now. Like, there is very real concerns that you're not going to be able to put up a single mark this game.
Yeah, as a local resident of Michigan, Squid, I can understand how much you worried, but one thing I do got to say is, especially at this level of Rocket League, we're just a tiny bit a step below, or depending on the team, of course. Sometimes a step below, rival series, maybe a couple steps behind, but the basics are super important here. And from what I got to say about that is that you always have to be rotating. You can never double commit, of course, and you have to have good shot placement. And a lot of teams try to just really only focus on their offense. And then when it comes to defense, things fall apart. You can't have that happen.
Yeah, you say that, but I mean, we did see a couple of double commits from Michigan last game on offense. So even as you say that, there's a lot to clean up for Michigan in this series. They did an effective job of making sure they weren't double committing the second half, but it didn't seem to have much impact as Virginia ran away with it. They'll have an opportunity here, though. Pass high off the backboard will sneak its way into the top left, and they have the lead first.
And Shawnee Boy coming here, the clean finish, and this is exactly what Michigan wants to do. Clavin playing interference, bumping Jake. Jake was in prime position to be able to make a save, but because of the bump, was just unable to get in position. That's what Michigan has to do. If they play aggressive and they force the defense to play uncomfortably, they can take this game.
Oh, what a good pass there. Great vision by Clavin finding Shawnee Boy in center, but Titanium was 2 steps ahead. Now pass over to Clavin. That one got skied. Lots of power on it, though. And there's still an opportunity. Titanium will get it away. Shawnee Boy for the follow-up. The crossbar again. Michigan, huge missed chance there. Shawnee Boy didn't even need that excellent placement. He was wanted it that badly. Trying to put the icing on the cake, and unfortunately missed out on the goal-scoring opportunity as a result.
Yeah, I tried to put the icing on the cake, but the cake wasn't baked yet.
I like that analogy, I have to say. I'm going to write that one down in my notes. The cake wasn't baked.
Steal that one for me. Go right ahead. But we have another opportunity for Clavin as he scores 2-0 Michigan.
And they are coming out of the gate swinging here. Finding purchase on the backboard not once but twice in a row. And Titanium trying to make that pre-jump save, going for the dunk, unable to do so. And Clavin finds that one cleanly on the left side. A 2-0 lead now. Insurance early on in the game, always nice to have, but all the more time for Virginia to try and ready themselves up for the counter.
Yeah, don't forget, Northern Virginia, they scored 5 goals last game. So you want to be able to pad that lead as much as you can if you're Michigan, because you know that the Nighthawks here, they have every opportunity and potential to bring it back, as they do here. Titanium scores, the pass from Jake, everything's falling in line.
Yeah, just a textbook play here. Dreamfield up to Jake, finds that open spot on the backboard. Titanium makes the play there. I will say, Buddha coming in from the back, that is a very hard save to make on the retreat, expecting that absolute blast of a shot. So unfortunately unable to make anything happen with that, but they still maintain the lead here. Under 3 minutes to go. Waving off the back wall. Shawnee Boy will actually turn away from that one, as will Buddha. That shot's just a little bit high. Good control out of his own half, but he was bumped, and now Northern Virginia on the attack. Bumping one defender as well on the way out, but they're unable to do anything with that one as Cleveland will send it all the way downfield. Jake back in center. Johnny Boy unable to find a spot on the back wall for Jake's presence. Double pass to half. Michigan maintained that lead, but they're being pressured once again. Titanium coming off the side. Johnny Boy, no contact, but a team bump.
Oh, no way.
Feeling and Jake, an absolute wreck in the mid.
That's so unfortunate there. The cards were set. Everything just had to be in line, but instead it's Michigan who comes out on top here as they take a 3-1 lead.
That 50-50 just not optimal for Northern Virginia, and Jake probably not expecting that one. Buddha was there in position to make the play. Just over 2 minutes to play, and Michigan won this game 4. The force game 5. Moving forward here. Waving off the sidewall. Again, a good pass there. Buddha just not quite in position to make the play. But they'll continue on the attack. Coming off the sidewall, Buddha's in the air looking for some sort of passing target. There's Shawnee Boy to give him what he wants, and Shawnee Boy sure will. Oh my goodness. Can you preach it any harder, Buddha?
Well, you can say Shawnee Boy's playing with fire, but I'm going to call him a pyromaniac. He is just going off the walls right now. 4-1 Michigan. They're putting so much pressure on Northern Virginia Community College. And right now, it's just looking like we're just getting closer and closer to Champions Field in Game 5.
Well and truly, as with only a minute and 35 to go, things not looking hot here for Northern Virginia. It has been a couple of very polar opposite games, I'll say, that we've seen here. Michigan getting a demo against Dream Feeling, but Titanium taking out 2 on his own of the opponents. Let's move a little bit downfield. Shawnee Boy trying to slow it down. The pass over to Buddha, and it looks like they're starting to connect a lot more. This one high off on the backboard. Dream Feeling can't make any contact, but Shawnee Boy had to give the respect and was looking for the dunk. And you have to appreciate respect for it's given. Buddha just gets a bouncer into the upper right-hand corner.
And Squid, things here are starting to look very shaky for Nova because, for example, at one point during that offensive rally, there were 2 out of the 3 Michigan players demoed, and they still couldn't get that ball downfield. They were glued to their defensive positions, and just everyone was hesitating. It was so bad for them to just allow that to happen, and it just looks like they're giving up in this game.
Certainly does look like that, but for Michigan, this is a major swing in momentum in your favor. With 5 goals and 4 of them being assisted, they've certainly looked like much more of a team than anything we've seen so far this series. Sure, they've had a stray passing play here or there in the past couple of games, but nothing like this. And Virginia just looking to get a little bit more momentum on the board. Shawnee Boy coming off the top of his own net and gets it away from Titanium. And yeah, that has to be pretty rough. The final 30 seconds here. Looks like a lost cause for Northern Virginia, as we'll be heading over to game number 5 to decide who's going to be taking this series. And again, Michigan could be sitting on top of the leaderboard for the Eastern Conference, securing that number 2 spot in the conference early on in the season if they take this series. So this would be a major win for them.
So the Wolverines flipping the script from game 3, get their own 5-1 victory in this series, force the game 5, and now they're playing with all this confidence, Squid. Like, they are just absolutely ready here. They're all ready up. Nova, actually, Dream Feeling, on our screen at least, he's taking his time. They're biting here, and they're trying to figure out what they can do. What can Northern Virginia Community College, my apologies, do to finish up this series? They have every ample opportunity to do so, but looks like it's starting to slip away from their grasp.
Well, I mean, games 3 and 4 were basically polar opposites. It was very interesting to see that Michigan was able to put up so many marks against Virginia, Northern Virginia, that is. And then in the previous game, or the game previous to be game 4, Virginia was on top. So now we have to find out who is going to be the dominant force in game number 5, deciding who's going to take this series. That makes 2 game number 5s on the night. This has been a great night of Rocket League so far. I hope it continues. Let's stay in the here and now, as Northern Virginia are on the defense initially. Pass over to Jake. He goes for the, oh my goodness, wanted the 180 backflip into that one, but now is going to be punished instead. Clayton opens up the scorebooks for this game.
Claven's going to just take this ball all the way down to himself. He's like, oh, free net, I'll take that one. And actually, Titanium was in the corner, but looked like Buddha just got in his way just a bit too much to stop him from rotating back on defense to make the save. So Michigan out here playing very aggressive right out the get-go. And they're bringing all they got. They want to close out this series and take this Game 5 win.
I'm curious to see if Northern Virginia will start the passing plays up once again. And there's Titanium over to Dream Feeling, but Shawnee Boy was all ready for it. Titanium once again, that's on target, but Claven, no trouble touching that one out to the side. He's here again in the corner. No boost here for Shawnee Boy in the net, but no shot towards the net, and Dream Feeling will put it down low and manage it through. 4 minutes and 2 on the clock.
I want to take another look at this play because there were a lot of bumps on the defense here to keep everyone just out of position. Buddha couldn't make the touch there, but I believe, and if, correct me if I'm wrong, Claven was also in position, but I think it was either Jake or Titanium who was able to get a bump on him to keep him out of that net and secure the goal.
The physical plays have been all important for both of these series that we've seen so far. And one might argue that we're still in the era of the bump meta. Of course, stealing shots and flip resets kind of taken the limelight recently, but physical play is still very important here. Titanium could not get that one away from Shawnee Boy, who was able to follow it out of his own end. Now Jake pops it up high for Titanium, looking for the double tap. He has the angle. It's on target. No, off the crossbar. And Dream Feeling won't be able to follow it up either. Titanium is going to wish he had that one back. That is, honestly, at this level, a pretty easy shot to make.
It's good calling that one an easy shot to make. Meanwhile, I'm looking at it like, oof, I could never make that one.
Everything's relative, George. And here's Claven receiving from Shawnee Boy to put his team up.
I want to take a look at this one again, but it looks like everyone on the defense for Northern Virginia just dodged for that ball right there and then just scrambled away, and Claven just found himself in the right place, right time to throw that one in. Michigan retake the lead.
There's still plenty of time on the clock, however. So Northern Virginia not out of it yet. Dream Feeling will field this one off his own back line. Good cut off by Claven, though, taking the pass away, and that's going to be another shot on target with nobody left. Good demo and good play all around.
And things starting to pull away for Michigan here. They're taking more control. They're playing more aggressive, playing more confident. The double commit worked out. Buddha maybe giving Claven just a tiny bit of a nudge there for him to contact that ball and send it in. It's 3-1 under 3 minutes left, and there's no stopping this Michigan train, it looks like.
I want to touch again. Claven going for that cutoff so aggressively was basically in the offensive 8 at that point, based on trying to make the cutoff on a passing play. So confident in their gameplay at this stage. So now we're at the half. A little bit of change. Michigan's not slowing down anytime soon, as you mentioned, George. Jake bombs that one downfield. Shawnee Boy's there, or sorry, Buddha there to cut it off. Pass down to Dream Feeling, pass over to Titanium, and it's on target, and Shawnee Boy can't handle that one, but it's actually a little bit off the mark. Dream Feeling to Jake, again, wide of the post. And Michigan don't have very much trouble dealing with this one for now. But Virginia, not getting the passing plays that we saw out of Game 3.
Yeah, but again, NVCC here, they're putting a lot of pressure, and their bumps are starting to come out, but Michigan is just slightly quicker to the ball and slightly in better position to be able to take this one. But watch out for Jake forcing the issue. Actually, I want to take another look at this play.
Yeah, it was an excellent touch here by Titanium. Definitely a good shot on target, and Claven with a great heads-up defense, but that post just denying his clear out to the corner. Makes it an easy cleanup there for Jake, as he reduces that deficit down to 1 with 1:49 to go.
Yeah, and this is definitely a much closer Game 5 than what we thought it would be, especially as Michigan looked like they're starting to pull away, but now it's looking like Northern Virginia is starting to bring it back. We might be able to see them tie this one up. They're still putting shots on net, and they're not slowing down.
They certainly are. 90 seconds, good pass out in the center, Shawnee Boy cuts it off. Buddha and Claven both out there in the mid, and Buddha will have plenty of time to turn around on that one, finds a touch, up onto the back wall, trying for the re-center, but to no avail. As we move downfield, that pass meets no recipient. Shawnee Boy Off onto the backboard once again. No touch there by Titanium. A bit of a scramble in the box for Northern Virginia, and they are slow getting to that ball. They're just going to let Clavin knock it at him. Lots of wasted time here. Favoring Michigan. Clavin gets a little bit bumped there off the crossbar and away. Titanium will be able to touch it out. That one little touch against Clavin's car on the back wheel just ruined that entire scoring play.
Yeah, and that ball was bouncing its trajectory towards the inside of the net, but as soon as it hit that top post, it just immediately bounced out. So unfortunate there for Michigan as they try to extend their lead a little more and close out this game, but now there's still time left for NVCC to bring it back.
Scrambling for right now. They want to keep this possession at all costs. But now Jake has to play into his backfield. He's able to grab the boost. Excellent possession here. Good opportunity. Gets it away from Clavin, but Shawnee Boyd is there for the cutoff. They needed that play to go through for an effective offense, and now they're going to have to play from behind. Jake, no contact made there. Shawnee Boyd with a big booming clear away from any sort of offense. And now Michigan taking out the last player as well. Clavin towards the net, off the crossbar and down and away. And they have to keep this one up. Titanium does get a touch. Buddha puts it up high. The Dream feeling keeps the dream alive, but there's Shawnee Boy gonna touch it down. And the series is over. Michigan able to bring this one back.
Michigan able to bring it back 3-2, but it looked shaky there in that last couple of minutes. It looked like they wouldn't be able to hold on to the lead, but in the end, Andrew, they managed to do just that. So Michigan, they're going to be moving on. Well, both teams are going to be moving on, but they're going to go ahead and improve their record. I believe now they're going to be 3-1, a very reputable record to start out their season. Northern Virginia Community College, they're going to drop to 1-2. So still a little bit of work for them to do. But again, like we've said throughout all of the B stream and even on the main stream as well, there are so many games this season that we're not going to know what's happening until the final week, really.
Yeah, and we should point out that now Northern Virginia Community College, with those 2 losses, they're 1-2. Not a good record. Let's remember, though, that they lost to Akron, the number 1 in the rankings right now for the Eastern Conference, and now Michigan, who are sitting right up there in second for the Eastern Conference. So I don't really think that's necessarily a bad look for them, because they managed to pull Michigan all the way to Game 5. That is apparently a very hard task to accomplish. So you got to give them credit where credit's due, and I expect a good season out of them yet.
No, I absolutely agree with you on that one. They played their hearts out. Unfortunately, they just could not get the W tonight, but there's still plenty of opportunities for them to do so throughout the rest of this season. We're going to have another matchup coming up for you all folks soon. Andrew, I think we have the University of North Texas going up against Utah Valley University. And like what I think is happening, I think for tonight, I think we're going to get another Game 5 because it just seems like that's just the pace of what's going on.
It does seem like the night of Game 5s. And as you said, George, we're going to be heading over to the west for this next match. And actually for the rest of the night, we got 2 more games headed your way, so make sure you stick around. We're going to be taking a short break, but make sure you come right back for UNC versus Utah Valley. We'll be right back.